Hey, good job on High for taking that series. And really, I can't stress enough, great job from them. Let's transfer over to another series that we hyped up in the beginning, right? We kind of broke it down. We discussed the pros and cons for this series for Rebel and Oxygen. Well, currently Rebel has the 2-1 lead, currently on map number 4, Regency Control.
Yeah, I was about to open this one up, but it's demon time. But as this one does open up, it's an ace. 4 players dead off that initial. Oxygen not only get the hill, they get the weapons, they got the M-bar, and in the hands of Abolics, that is scary if it begins to heat up with it.
Absolutely, man. Abolics is just, quite honestly, that guy. I think there's 2 distinct players on Oxygen. It's Abolics and it's Rocky. These are going to be your head slayers across all game types, all game modes, and what a shot onto Demon. We hyped up Demon, and Abolics says enough is enough. Hype me up for once.
I might have to here in just a few short moments. When it comes to precision weapons on Oxygen, he's going to be that go-to guy. Bolt, Tog, Sniper, M-bar, heck, even Twerk Bow, because it can headshot there, but you already see the rotation coming through. They're getting ready for that hill, but they need to hold on to the respawn point. There's the low side, because that's something you see a lot of teams fight for, but it does look like a split push around the map. Zoom goes down, spawn point given up to Rebel.
And Rebel currently still sitting at 0. Good body shot. Abolics now is forced to pull out the Nasher and challenge Demon up close and personal. Bit of a misroll, but capitalizes with the kill. And still might get picked back up. Abolics, I don't think is gone yet. No, he does get picked back up and continues on with the M-bar. Meanwhile, Oxygen gets the break on the fresh hill, or at least the hold, and they continue to get richer.
Rocky, about getting richer. He's going to be the one holding on, trying to get the spawn back from Demon. Player we hyped up time and time again, and honestly, I think in these last 2 series, I don't want to call it our curse, but the teams that we're picking, the teams that we thought would come out on top are starting a little slow.
Yeah, it's interesting, but you know what? I like that. I do, because it makes the series, or excuse me, the season more interesting. At the start, I was thinking this was going to be one of the most lopsided seasons or splits yet. And what do I mean by that? Well, top 4 was going to be very distinct top 4, whereas then your next top 4, you know, to round out top 8, was going to be kind of, you know, a little bit more distinct. And basically, you were going to have your S tier teams, your A tier teams, and then your B tier teams, and it was going to be very apparent where those teams kind of lied on that tier ranking. But as we are maturing into scene now, just in week 3, I am very happy with the way the scene is developing in terms of these pro teams. And I think the competition is going to continue to get a little bit closer and tighter a lot earlier than I was even expecting off the start.
I agree with you 100%. That's what I said with these game modes. As we were switching on over to them, it's going to produce some good teams, some good players. You're going to see some other teams, some other players fall a little short. As you see the death being staggered, you got to be careful though. Even though they do have that spawn towards the top side, the already see Pushyz making his way towards that one. Rocky as well, freshly respawned Abolics. So they're going to have to figure out where they're going to attack. Already, if I'm judging off of that one hill, they like to split push. They like to attack 2 places at once, but it definitely looks they're going to favor that top side where that respawn is going to come through. Rebel smoked out, lots of Lancer damage. They want to pepper him up, not let this one come through easy. Great flash towards the backside. Demon trying to do what he can with the M-bar, unable to connect with anything. Pushyz going to be that first player down on this exchange. Rocky could be number 2 in just a moment as Kardia does what he can. That's going to be Abolics number 2 with Rocky being number 3. 3 players dead though. That's not good for Oxygen.
And Rebel continues to catch up, close that deficit, close that gap. They're looking great. 26 points remains on this hill. Oxygen doesn't want to challenge, nor should they. They're going to start playing for those fresh weapon, or excuse me, fresh utility items, maybe fresh M-bar, and then obviously for the next hill. Pushyz, the new addition to this roster, being forced back. He's down in mid. Identivez will get the finish. And it's good to see Identivez back in, man. He was dandy for a while, but good old Identivez is back.
I said he's not going to be that guy that you expect to be the super slayer on the squad. He's surrounded himself with, which is kind of like the next generation of Latin American, even though they've been here for a while. But it's like the next generation of players ready to elevate themselves into superstardom, so that he knows his position, he knows his role. So a lot of players looking at him, expecting him to drop 50 a map. That's not going to be the case here. He's going to be the leader. He's going to be the player they can lean on when times get tough, just like now. Demon and Identivez both get taken out. Oxygen, they need this. They had a good early start. Rebel, they did some good coming back, so this one's going to be about tied up here. Crack, he gets taken out, grabbing those grenades, so they're going to be burned out of play while the Abolics hold on to a brand new, fresh, crispy clean M-bar.
Oh, crispy clean. I thought you were about to say Krispy Kreme. I was about to get excited. I'm not going to lie. Haven't had me a fresh donut in a while. It's about time that I go over there and just buy me a dozen.
Next time I'm in the studio, it's on me. I'll bring a dozen.
You gonna bring a dozen? You gonna order
next time I'm in the studio. Next time I'm in the studio, I'll bring.
Next time you're in the studio, well, you're always in the studio in my heart. So go ahead and send that fresh dozen over, brother, right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
all right, to your house. I'm gonna get the whole production mad at you.
All right, well,
it's all at Reflection's house, guys. If he doesn't save you one, you guys know what to do.
All right, hey, I'm fine with that. Hey, they could come over. We have a little donut party. For Oxygen, up now 50+ points, 51 to be exact. Rebel losing that lead that they fought so hard to kind of gather off in the beginning, but fair enough. We have a nice, decent battle and still a lot of rounds to be played here.
Close. That was close. Abolics, I think he hit the top of the cover with that one, unable to land the necessary damage, but he knows those two players in spawn. They're trying to attack this hill while they have the man advantage. 3 players there. Abolics taking a ton of damage. Somehow Demon escapes, but Abolics does go down. No eliminations being picked up yet, but Kardia fell. That's going to be the difference maker. The rest of Rebel trying to go ahead and clean that one up, but Demon and Identivez fall again. Crack, the last man alive. He gets one, but he falls all the same. Split spawn coming through. This could be the silver line. They need to attack right now before they get flanked by Pushyz.
Oh, that flank could be deadly as well. Yeah, Pushyz is going to be the linchpin here. Player 3 is going to be the first one. Oh, player 3's down. That's going to be Kardia, and that was the guy who I thought was going to keep him in check. He had the shock, by the way, for Rebel. So with him gone, this is going to better the chances of Oxygen being successful in this fight and getting more points to their name to break the 200. But Identivez is fighting hard, and Zoom is going to be there. To his left, he's going to have another teammate. Demon, though, is going to be the last one standing. Will he be able to get Identivez back up? He will not, but Pushyz will drop off, and the hill will remain in Rebel's control.
That's much needed this stage in the game. 183 plus 70 points. Crack gets the fresh M-bar, immediately puts it to use, taking out Rocky, getting that grenades on over to Kardia with that elimination as well. So this could be a good comeback opportunity on a fresh hill that if they get it uncontested and they earn that time, they will gain the lead. Frag grenade trying to create some separation. Crack with the M-bar, puts it to use again, and that was great usage of the frag in terms of not letting those players sit there for free. No eliminations from them though. Abolics evens it up, takes out Kardia. A second down, cleans up the elimination, gets the revive, risks his life, but Identivez gets a massive double kill. Pushyz going to be the last one there, though, to clean that one up. Stagger the death out from Identivez, and hopefully buy his team some time so they can go ahead and set up defensively.
Oh, and they get there quick, don't they? Oxygen spawns pretty far away, but they're already back into it, ready to Lancer out. Pushyz at the forefront, though, is putting in a ton of work. Demon falls to the hands of Pushyz and Rocky. And Kardia is going to go ahead and back off a little bit. I think Rebel's going to rotate now for the fresh weapons, maybe even try and take a different line of attack here. But Oxygen is reacting quite well. They send their numbers to meet Identivez and Crack. Kardia picks up the shock. He'll be joining Identivez and Crack relatively soon. But if Oxygen can shut them down in this moment, they're going to have a tremendous lead.
No, they are. They can possibly take this lead and make Rebel a little desperate here, but the marks coming through, like I always talk about, if you get those marks, it makes the smoke virtually useless. Identivez gets double marked out while full red, downed out, instant revive, taken out by Abolics though. So Rebel did a good job of taking that position towards the backside and continuously matching each and every one of these deaths, but now they're fighting for less than 20 seconds left on this clock. Those new players that spawn up, no, we play for new. This one is too late. It's out of reach. We got to get ready for next.
Definitely have to get ready for next, and we will be. A lot of catching up to do for Rebel. Now, we know they're absolutely strong in these team fights, but the way Oxygen is playing is just uncanny. They're playing so very well, and they have been playing well as of recently. And I don't know what the skill ceiling is for Oxygen. I don't know how high they can go up into power rankings, but I mean, they're putting up a great fight. I mean, they're going to better. They've already beat Hive. They almost beat E United, or at least took them to a game 5 respectively. Saying they almost beat is all relative, right? I mean, almost beat doesn't even matter. But if Oxygen can beat Rebel here, Oxygen is going to go up, I think, in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, most definitely going to be a team that's going to really eclipse the radar. Maybe they can get themselves some good scrims against the top teams as well. Abolics gonna stop Demon. Kardia gets taken out. Crack's doing what he can to try to even this one up. Identivez revving that M-bar, putting fear into the eyes of Oxygen. Back and zoom down little by little, unable to land the kill blow as Demon gets taken out on the other side of the map. This is a 2v2 that's gonna turn into more in just a few seconds once these players spawn up, and it's Identivez yet again trying to save this hill. He gets one, gets taken out, so it will be Oxygen that are netting these points yet again, and they can win off of this hill if it's uncontested.
Yeah, they definitely can. Zuma's going to go ahead and get the finish. Also tries to pressure into Demon. Not going to happen. Kardia and Demon now are going to be holding down the hill and the fresh shock. And you said Oxygen could win on the hill, and they could have, but they're still in a great spot. For Rebel to come back now, they're going to have to fight very, very hard. You can see the fresh hill is going to be coming up relatively soon, and Oxygen is already there. That's a positive thing Oxygen's been doing. They've been rotating earlier than that of Rebel, forcing Rebel to fight straight into the defensive setup of Oxygen.
I like the way that was Kardia getting as much time as possible. As soon as that down came through, he leaves the hill knowing we have to use our man advantage. We have to get this push to come through. There goes another big down and elimination on towards Rocky. Revive quickly onto Crack, but they have to go ahead and go forward and get these eliminations. Otherwise, they're going to be flanking towards the backside, and they do. They solidify the eliminations. They spread out to block the respawn, so they're sitting pretty and one step away from getting over that 200+ point mark, but they're going to need to defend a crucial push.
It's going to definitely be a critical push at this moment. Teams start to heat up, though, when the pressure is on. Rebel could be one of those. We see time in and time out. Once teams get around the 260, 270, maybe even 280 mark, for some reason, it gives new encouragement for the team that is at a massive deficit to come back, and we see it more often than not. Frag's thrown out, though. Abolics connects on the Crack. Pushyz onto Identivez. Great shot, and that's going to be pretty much a seamless break for Oxygen, who now can win off of this hill.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking good. Everybody else, they have to rush the hill. A fully reloaded active M-bar. One shot's going to miss. Damaging onto Crack to make sure they solidify that one. Somebody kind of gave up. I hope your controller died, Identivez. I hope your controller died. Don't do that. I'm talking about you're the experience, you're the IGL, you're the wise one, you're the one that kind of just said, yeah, this one's out of reach.
The wise one. He's the like he's the Messiah, Jacob. You're wild tonight, man. You're throwing out some crazy stuff. Hey, check it out. Well done from Oxygen. I was about to say Abolics, but hey, well done to Abolics as well. Rebel at this point going to a game 5 against Oxygen. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll find out a conclusion with Execution Clock Tower.
But I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. I know we talked about who we predicted before this match. We both agreed Rebel, but I put my money where it mouth is. 13,077 channel points. On hold on, let me add more than 10. Oh damn, not enough time. Oh, 13,087 channel points on Rebel. I need something after that big blunder a few seasons back where I put 100K on Rise on accident.
Right.
100K on accident. I predicted the other team to win and still messed up. I don't know, man.
You remember? I forget who it was, but you remember when E United bet for
on Rise
right before the spring major? Yeah, they put all their channel points on Rise and they won. Like. I don't even know how do you bet against your team and still win? Just absolutely weird. Kardia gets out with that long shot. Very well done. That's going to be, I think, a reoccurring theme that Rebel is going to excel on. And Oxygen, much like Rise, whenever they were playing against Hive, is going to have to find a way to kind of battle against that. Well, Oxygen does lose 2 members. Rebel at this point has all the momentum in the world. And man, for Rocky, he's gone. Zoom last alive. It's pretty much over.
Yeah, I was thinking a moment there when that smoke went down in towards that center line. I thought they were going to try to go for eliminations instead of the revive, but unfortunately they get caught slipping. Kardia got that sniper out alive. Identivez did go down, but it was just for a moment. It was just to save Kardia. Made sure he solidified the sniper. As soon as he went down, you saw Oxygen try to push up, and they got caught for it.
All right, round number 2, Rebel. Let's see if they continue to kind of run away with this. You did say it's either going to be a very close 6-5 or it's going to be a decisive 6-0. We're not going to see any middle ground, 6-3, 6-4s. It's going to be one extreme or the other. Demon does find the opportunity to go down low, pick up the frags, but to be met head on with player number 3, Pushyz, who looked as if he was inching his way over towards the torque bomb, but backs up. But Demon on the flank throws the frag. Zuma's going to be down and a potential for 2 pieces here, and he gets it.
I thought he was going back on his side of the map. I thought he was about to chuck his teammates a nade at him, but he makes the play work. And gets the down onto Pushyz. It's demon time.
Why? It is demon time. You know, it is definitely, and it's always demon time. You know, it doesn't matter what time it is of the day. ¿Qué hora es? Demon time. Bottom line, period, Jacob. Why did Pushyz not call Demon out on that flank? That's what I want to know, because Zoom and whoever else was right next to him didn't even look his way.
Honestly, those are those moments you pop off post line and you attack that man down towards the low side. Don't give an opportunity. I'm scratching my head just as much as you are.
Yeah, that was definitely a huge misplay on Oxygen's part. You can't let alone Demon, you can't let anybody do that. But anyways, Oxygen does step it up. Abolics gets away with the lone shot. Rebel's going to go in for the touch, but Kardia's down. Identivez is there for the pickup. Abolics is now going to finally get those finishes alongside that of Pushyz. Kraken Demon last up. Opportunity to clutch is here, but it's going to be very, very difficult, especially as Demon has fallen to the wayside. Crack now picks up one. Crack now on a 1v2.
Difficult for who? Difficult. Oh, I spoke too soon.
You try to get that Twitter clip like Blaze loves to do, man.
Difficult for Crack. We've seen him do some crazy things, but they went ahead. They pushed forward. They got that sniper out. But like I said, sometimes you get a down and you don't go for the down. You go for different obstacles, and they try to push forward. They try to attack the sniper, but I don't know who it was on the side of Rebel through the most perfect flash where they could have attacked the line. They could have got a numbers advantage and then played the rest of the rounds out, but still 2-1. Rebel's not going to hold on to that round.
All right. Maybe we're getting closer to what you said before, right? The close match of 6-5. I would love to see that. Abolics gets away with the snipe again. Hate to bring up history, but oh no, I hate to bring up history, but Demon's on the flank again.
Go ahead. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to.
It's Demon time. Look at that, 3-1.
Oh my God. And that's where it's like, I told you, you're going to have those players that push the line down low, that make it to where you can't necessarily run a 4 up top without being cautious and knowing he's going to be there. And the thing is, he's not grabbing those nades, cowering back to his side and using them. He's grabbing those nades, he's pressing forward, and he's being a factor.
All right, here we go. Round number 5, and Demon continue. Well, hold up. Wait a minute. There's an opportunity. Pushy's taking it. He's going in. But can he back out in time? Demon wants round 2. You got to Lancer me down. No. I'm going to say. Oh, what's going on? Did Pushy's get that kill? He did. Pushy's about to pull.
That was perfect.
Pushy's puts on the big boy pants and says, I got this.
I've never seen a 2v1 played more perfect from his point of view in my life, down to the placement of the smoke. Clouding the only walkway in. Rebel does not take their time, go wide. They don't try to spot him out. They just go through like there's Terminator and just get completely shut down one by one, which is big. That's a momentum shifter. You just got to figure out a way to chain that momentum together. Make it ride.
All right. I don't know. I don't know who's taking this. I really am enjoying just a push and pull battle between these two great teams. I really, because when you think Rebels got an advantage, Oxygen takes it back. And like you said, the flank is, there has been so many flanks in this matchup alone. This is a big battle. And Pushyz and Demon at this point, it's just personal. It is absolutely personal.
I'm trying to wonder, did he blow himself up or was that an extra grenade? Demon's actually going to go up top. Identivez gets a headshot on one, down onto the other, tries to go for a blind fire, clean up, straight bullet could have cost you alive, but Rebel will go 4-2 over Oxygen here in this last game. And I feel like you kind of said it, Oxygen, execution being one of their worst game modes so far, and it does look like Rebel is just exposing that.
All right, Rebel, like you said, exposing those weaknesses. I like this though. I like the 1v1 between Pushyz and Demon. I really do, because Pushyz is a guy that, you know, obviously new to this roster, looking to make a name for himself, at least with Oxygen. He's already made a name for himself in previous times, but what a way to do so by going 1v1 mano-a-mano against that of Demon. But this time, no challenge. Oxygen wants that 4-man push up top, but you got to capitalize in this moment because you already know Demon has those frags and he's going to put them to use. Great body shot though, but no finish. Still going to be a 4v4. Now a 3v4 is Oxygen, despite all that aggression, picking up the snipe, getting the body shots in, getting the downs. They still lose a member of Pushyz.
Abolics has to take his time on that line. Crack is definitely killable. Yeah, I knew he was killable. Abolics, like I said, one of the best precision weapons in the game, let alone on this team. Did he connect with another one under Crack? No, okay, no, he did not. That was a kill down low coming through. 2 players left. Oxygen, they want to get this third round. That player that's kind of stuck there. This is where you need to rotate those 2 players, stick them together, and let the sniper play alone in these positionings. Let him get these angles. Let him be the actual sniper and keep his distance.
Watch this. Watch this. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. I thought he was about to connect. He's still got a second chance. Well, I don't know if he's got a third one, though. Rebel, too strong, pushing up hard. Kardia fighting tooth and nail. Identivez, well, short-lived. And Oxygen answers back 3-4. Jacob, I don't know if you're a wizard just yet. All right, but it might be 6-5. It might be 6-5.
I was like, I'm trying to pull a Blaze. I'm just trying to be right with some outlandish call right now. Round number 11. Outlandish. It's gonna come down to a 2v1. He's gonna kill one of them, and it's gonna come close.
I mean, it's not outlandish, Jacob. I mean, I think you're on point. You know, Rebel could have absolutely, and honestly, if it would have been a 6-0, that would have been Rebel 6-0ing Oxygen. It's up to Oxygen to answer back. Again, the stats don't benefit them, but it's all about how does Oxygen feel today. You know, how do they feel about their shot going through the roof? And I want to see where Franchise is going to rank these boys next, because they were pretty low, and I think they should have been higher. Fran, I'm going to tell you, I think Oxygen stock should have been higher, and that is me saying that even before I seen this Rebel matchup.
See, I didn't see the official list Fran had. I'm gonna have to go and check out the rebroadcast. Did he tweet out something? I'm gonna have to go look at it, give my opinions.
Yeah, towards the bottom.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard. I gotta give him credit for even attempting it. Some of these teams are so equally matched. You might have 3 teams that are ranked all the same in your mind, but you have to put them 1, 2, and 3, or 3, 4, and 5, 5, 6, and 7. It's hard. It's very hard, so I commend him for that one. Just like in this series right now, a lot of the utility is out the window. Actually, no utility left onto this one. So if they're going to do this, they're going to have to do a bear. They're going to have to do it with just pistol fire, lancer fire, maybe a couple shotgun shots. But there's going to be no stuns, no clouding with the smokes. It's going to be all-out war.
And it has been all-out war. That's the best way to put it. If you had to put a title on this, make this into a YouTube video, all-out war. World War II. I don't know. North America versus Latin America, okay? Oxygen versus Rebel. Who wins it? I don't know. I'm at a loss, quite honestly. This has been the slowest round, though, without question. 4 members there, 4v4, 23 seconds for overtime.
This is definitely going to be interesting to see how this one kind of plays out. I don't know who's going to be able to go for the hill either, but it's going to be Demon. He gets that first angle towards the frags. Pushyz has to contest this one. No free frags for you. You have to make sure if he goes and takes these nades, it's all for it. But he actually gets the down. That's going to be big right now. Oxygen have a chance to tie this one up. 4v4. Hill's going to reveal itself. Great shots being fired out. Rocky stops that one. Oxygen, hold on. 4 rounds each.
4 rounds each. You love to see it. It came down, well, it not really came down to it. Demon losing that fight down low to Pushyz naturally gave all the advantage in the world for Oxygen because Pushyz is able to join his team. It's a 4v3, and it's already difficult enough to push in to go for that overtime hill. But when it's a 4v3, Rebel knows we can't really just stay here and wait. We've got to push up. We've got to try and make this round ours. It's not going to end in a stalemate when one team has a man advantage. Bottom line, period. So at this point, who's going to be the first one to strike and take that 5th round, be 1 round away from series point? Well, let's find out who it's going to be as Demon gets away with the frags once again.
Sniper attempt coming through. If a gown goes through, frags towards the backside. Where did they go? They go to Abolics connecting, but is the sniper on the ground? Did he leave it out? I do believe he might have. I'm not sure, but a second frag going to connect. Crack gets taken down. So this is a 3v1. Demon and Identivez now versus Push. He's able to get that kill onto Kardia. He is towards the backside. I feel like I'm watching Gears of War 1 in a sense, the way this one is going down. Both of those players, they're going to stick together. They're going to try to create some separation, either go angles, get the torque bow, or continue to Lancer out. Pushyz puts himself in the open. And he pays for it. Rebel will now go on map and series point in our game number 5.
All right, here we are. Rebel puts themselves in a winning position, but are they going to be able to close it out? It's one thing to be on the cusp of winning. It's another to then, pass that threshold, get over that line, and take the victory. For Oxygen, they have been answering back quite well. We'll see if they'll do much the same here. If I'm Pushyz, though, I want to meet Demon head on down low. I really do. I don't want him getting away with those nades. I don't want him going on the flank once again. But even if I'm not going to go down low and meet him, I'm going to come out of the gate swinging. I want to be aggressive on this round, but I fear it's going to be Rebel who might be the aggressive team, and they are. Identivez gets away with the snipe, and he doesn't even get down.
Immediately see some players going down low. Crack has to be careful here, though. You can't have one up top, one on line. If you get attacked, you're not going to have anybody really defending you. It does look like they're going to push across up top, almost uncontested. Like I said, you have to be careful. A shot landed by Identivez. Torque bow grabbed by Demon, but Identivez goes down. There's nobody really there. Crack and Demon have to save some lives with the grenades, with the torque bow, and there it goes. He actually gets cleaned up. Demon goes down. Crack falls as well. We could have a game around number 11. It's all up to Kardia. He needs to be the hero. 1v4 situation. But takes the bomb in the background from Pushyz. This is looking like it's going a round number 11 for all the marbles.
Oh, Demon gave the hump earlier just in the last round, but it's quickly answered back with a Batista bomb in the next. Hey, it's personal. You said it's going to come down to 6-5, Jacob. You just got it.
Can't believe I was right.
Hey, I believe it.
It's a good game, though. Game
genius, bro.
Number 5, round number 11, everything on the line, and you already see a Demon. He's going to what works. He loves those frags. So Oxygen, they have not enough time. They have to at least get that sniper out and be careful all at the same time. They haven't picked it up just yet. They've been stuffed. This is Rebels round to win.
This is absolutely Rebels round to win. They've got everything they need. Identivez has the sniper. Granted, last round they had the torque bow, they had the sniper, and they still lost. Now they also, oh my lord, the nade is in, and it connects onto Abolics. Rocky's finished off. 4v2, Pushyz and Zoom. Zoom's been peppered. He doesn't drop, though. He doesn't drop. So the two players from Oxygen do get away with their lives.
He's getting flanked towards the side. They can't stay down there for free too long. You see them separating. Another shot onto Zoom. He goes down. It's up to Pushyz again. Game on the line. Rebel, they can fight him. They can turtle back, but they want to defeat right now. Identivez gets taken down. This is what I'm talking about. You have to be careful. You have that contingency plan up the hill. Big shots being fired from Pushyz, but the numbers are too much. Demon time is on. Rebel, answer the call after what was a shaky couple maps to win game and round number 11 to take the series away from Oxygen.
All right, let's go, Rebel. Well done, but honestly, well done to Oxygen as well. And the stock continues to go up with Oxygen. It really does. Very well done. Close series against a United. They beat Hive, and then they also sent it to map 5 last round execution clock tower against Rebel. But for Rebel, hey, excellent job. You get the victory, and you better the record.